Alright, this video looks at the factors that are affecting the price elasticity of demand. That's not the same as the factors of demand, BRITE, B-R-I-T-E. These are the factors affecting the price elasticity of demand. And elasticity deals with the sensitivity of demand to price changes. And it deals with the slope of the curve and computational values. And so there are 4 of these factors affecting elasticity of demand: the time horizon, the availability of close substitutes, definition of the market, and whether the good is a luxury or a necessity. And we're going to look at each one of these on the next several slides. So, the time horizon. Are we talking about the short run, which is inelastic, or the long run, which is more elastic? So an example, my demand for gas. In the short run, my demand for gas is inelastic or not price sensitive because I have the car that I have and I can't just change it quickly, and it has the gas mileage that it has, and I have the job that I have, and I live where I live. So in the short run, I can't alter my behavior a whole lot if the price of gas were to double or even triple. But in the long run, the demand becomes more elastic because I can alter my behavior in the long run. How about the availability of substitutes? Depending on the good, some goods have many substitutes, other goods have fewer substitutes. So if there are many, then if the price of one good goes up, and there are many substitutes, I can switch to one of those other goods, and that makes the demand for the first good very elastic. If there are a few substitutes, then the demand is more inelastic or less sensitive to price changes. So I have at the bottom of the screen ice cream versus frozen yogurt. Some people would view those as substitutes. And if you do, then the demand for ice cream would be more elastic, because if it goes up, then you just switch to frozen yogurt. For people who don't view ice cream and frozen yogurt to be close substitutes, then the demand for ice cream is more inelastic, because just because it gets a little more expensive, if you don't think frozen yogurt is a close substitute, you're not going to switch and start buying that just because ice cream got a little more costly. Now, how we define the market is also going to help us determine whether the demand for the good is more elastic or inelastic. So if we narrowly define the market, it's more elastic. And if we broadly define the market, it's more inelastic. And here's what I mean. Narrowly defining the market would be to say that we're looking at the market for tangerines. And so if the price of tangerines go up, we could switch to many other fruit, or even in a sort of more narrow sense, go from tangerines to navel oranges, to Valencia oranges, to clementines, you name it. And so narrowly defining the category as specifically tangerines, if the price changes, we can sort of jump ship and go buy a different product, making the demand more elastic. If we broadly define the market as fruit, then the odds are that our demand is going to be more inelastic, because prices would have to change dramatically for us to leave the entire category or segment or definition of that market. And the last way to look at how to categorize the price elasticity of demand is through luxury versus necessity. Luxury goods have more elastic demand. Necessities are more inelastic by their very nature. If something is considered a necessity, you need it. If you have insulin medication or you need your car to get to work, you're going to pay for your transportation so that you can continue to have a place to live and a job. And whereas if the price of speedboats changes, then maybe you don't buy a speedboat, maybe you go on more vacations or you do something else. So luxury is more elastic demand, necessities more inelastic or less price sensitive demand. And so for next class, I'd like you to develop an example for each of the 4 demand elasticity factors and bring it to class and submit it to the Dropbox.